Welcome to Top10s Box. Today we've listed the best trending movies of 2025, so let's get started. 28 Years Later is at the 10th place of our list. 28 Years Later is an upcoming British post-apocalyptic horror thriller directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland, marking their return to the franchise after the original 28 Days Later. Serving as the third installment in the series, following 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, the film is scheduled for release in the United Kingdom and the United States on June 20, 2025. The cast includes Jodie Comer as Isla, Aaron Taylor-Johnson as Jamie, Ralph Fiennes as Dr. Kelson, Jack O'Connell as Sir Jimmy Crystal, and Edvin Writing as Eric Sundqvist. Notably, Cillian Murphy, who starred in the original film, returns as an executive producer and makes an on-screen appearance. 28 Years Later is intended to launch a new trilogy, with a sequel titled 28 Years Later: The Bone Temple already in development. Tron Ares is at the 9th place of our list. Tron Ares is an upcoming American science fiction action film directed by Joaquin Ronning and written by Jesse Wigatow and Jack Thorne. Scheduled for release on October 10, 2025, the film serves as the third installment in Disney's Tron franchise, following Tron and Tron Legacy. The story centers on Ares, a highly sophisticated program portrayed by Jared Leto, who is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission, marking humanity's first encounter with artificial intelligence beings. The cast includes Greta Lee as Eve Kim, Evan Peters as Julian Dillinger, Jodie Turner-Smith as Athena, Cameron Monaghan as Canis, Sarah Desjardins, Gillian Anderson, Hassan Minhaj, Arturo Castro, and Jeff Bridges reprising his role as Kevin Flynn. Production began in early 2024 after delays due to industry strikes, with filming wrapping up in May 2024. Tron Ares aims to explore the convergence of digital and real worlds, continuing the franchise's legacy of blending cutting-edge visuals with thought-provoking themes. The Accountant 2 is at the 8th place of our list. The Accountant 2 is a 2025 American action thriller directed by Gavin O'Connor and written by Bill Dubuque, serving as a sequel to the 2016 film The Accountant. The film premiered at the South by Southwest Film Festival on March 8, 2025, and was released in U.S. theaters on April 25, 2025. Ben Affleck reprises his role as Christian Wolf, an autistic mathematics savant and vigilante accountant, who is drawn back into action when Treasury agent Mary Beth Medina seeks his help to solve the murder of her former boss, Ray King. Christian teams up with his estranged brother, Braxton, to unravel a complex conspiracy involving criminal networks and financial corruption. The cast also includes Daniela Pineda as Anais, a skilled assassin, and Grant Harvey. Critics have noted the film's shift towards a more action comedy tone compared to its predecessor, with particular praise for the chemistry between Affleck and Bernthal, as well as the film's engaging plot and character development. Companion is at the 7th place of our list. Companion is a 2025 American science fiction thriller written and directed by Drew Hancock, marking his feature directorial debut. The film premiered in U.S. theaters on January 31, 2025, and began streaming on Max on April 18, followed by an HBO broadcast on April 19. Starring Sophie Thatcher as Iris and Jack Quaid as Josh, the story follows a seemingly perfect couple whose weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin spirals into chaos when it's revealed that Iris is actually a companion robot, custom programmed by Josh to be his ideal partner. The supporting cast includes Lucas Gage, Megan Surrey, Harvey Guillen, and Rupert Friend. Produced by Zach Kreger, Roy Lee, Raphael Margules, and J.D. Lifshitz, and distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures, the film explores themes of artificial intelligence, autonomy, and toxic relationships, drawing comparisons to the Stepford Wives and Ex Machina. Companion received generally positive reviews for its sharp social commentary and stand-up performances, particularly Thatcher's portrayal of Iris. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is at the 6th place of our list. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is an upcoming Marvel Studios superhero film set for release on July 25, 2025. Directed by Matt Shakman, the screenplay is a collaborative effort by Josh Friedman, Eric Pearson, Jeff Kaplan, Ian Springer, Peter Cameron, and Cameron Squires. Based on characters created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, the story follows an already established Fantastic Four team: Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, and Ben Grimm the Thing as they face cosmic threats, including Galactus and his herald, the Silver Surfer, portrayed as Shalla Ball. The ensemble cast also features Natasha Lyonne, Paul Walter Hauser, and John Malkovich in undisclosed roles. Notably, the film deviates from traditional origin stories, focusing instead on the team's dynamics and challenges, with elements like Sue Storm's pregnancy adding depth to the narrative. The production emphasizes a blend of classic and modern aesthetics, aiming to offer a fresh take on the iconic superhero team. Avatar: Fire and Ash is at the 5th place of our list. Avatar: Fire and Ash is the third installment in James Cameron's epic science fiction franchise, scheduled for theatrical release on December 19, 2025. Directed, co-written, and produced by Cameron, alongside writers Rick Jaffa, Amanda Silver, Josh Friedman, and Shane Solano, the film continues the saga of Jake Sully and Neytiri as they navigate new challenges on Pandora following the events of Avatar: The Way of Water. The narrative introduces the Ash People, a fiery and aggressive Nausicaa clan residing near volcanic regions, led by the formidable Varan, portrayed by Una Chaplin. Returning cast members include Sigourney Weaver as Dr. Grace Augustine, Kate Winslet as Ronald, and David Thewlis as Palak. Filmed concurrently with its predecessor, production spanned over 3 years, concluding in December 2020, with an extensive post-production phase to accommodate the film's groundbreaking visual effects and underwater performance capture technology. Jurassic World: Rebirth is at the 4th place of our list. Jurassic World: Rebirth is an upcoming American science fiction action film directed by Gareth Edwards and written by David Koepp. Scheduled for release on July 2, 2025, it serves as a standalone sequel to Jurassic World Dominion and is the 7th installment in the Jurassic Park franchise. The film stars Scarlett Johansson as Zora Bennett, a covert operations expert leading a mission to extract DNA from 3 massive prehistoric creatures for a groundbreaking medical breakthrough. The ensemble cast also includes Mahershala Ali as Duncan Kincaid, Jonathan Bailey as Dr. Henry Loomis, Rupert Friend, Manuel Garcia Rulfo, Luna Blaze, David Iacono, and Ed Skrein. Jurassic World: Rebirth promises to blend high-stakes adventure with emotional depth, continuing the franchise's legacy of exploring the complex relationship between humans and dinosaurs. Superman is at the 3rd place of our list. Superman is an upcoming superhero film directed and written by James Gunn, marking the first project in the newly restructured DC universe. Scheduled for release on July 11, 2025, the film stars David Corenswet as Clark Kent Superman, with Rachel Brosnahan portraying Lois Lane. The cast also includes Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl, Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, and Wendell Pierce as Perry White. Set in a modern-day metropolis, the narrative follows Superman as he navigates the challenges of reconciling his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing, embodying the ideals of truth, justice, and the human way in a world that views these as old-fashioned. The film aims to explore Superman's journey in his early days as a hero, establishing himself as a symbol of hope and justice while dealing with personal and external conflicts. Gunn's vision for the film has been described as a blend of action, emotional depth, and a modern take on the iconic character. F1 is at the 2nd place of our list. F1 is an upcoming sports drama directed by Joseph Kosinski, known for Top Gun: Maverick. The screenplay is penned by Aaron Kruger. Brad Pitt stars as Sonny Hayes, a retired Formula One driver who returns to the sport to mentor a promising young driver, played by Damson Idris, in a bid to save a struggling team. The film also features Javier Bardem as Ruben Cervantes, the team owner, and Carrie Condon in a supporting role. Produced by Jerry Bruckheimer Films, Plan B Entertainment, and Lewis Hamilton's Dawn Apollo Films, F1 is scheduled for theatrical release on June 27, 2025, in the United States, with international screenings beginning on June 25, 2025. The film promises an authentic portrayal of the high-stakes world of Formula One racing, capturing the intensity and drama of the sport. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is at the top of our list. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is the 8th and final installment in the Mission Impossible franchise, scheduled for release on May 23, 2025, following its world premiere at the Cannes Film Festival on May 14, 2025. Directed and written by Christopher McQuarrie, the film stars Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, with returning cast members including Vanessa Kirby, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Haley Atwell. New additions to the cast feature Janet McTeer, Nick Offerman, Shea Whigham, and Angela Bassett. The plot follows Ethan Hunt and his IMF team as they embark on a high-stakes mission to locate a sunken submarine containing the source code of Ascension AI known as the Entity, a threat introduced in Dead Reckoning Part 1. Filmed across various international locations, including Norway, the film promises to deliver intense action sequences and a compelling conclusion to the series. We have come to the end of the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.